Hello and welcome to Cromer. This is Cromer Pier down there, and I'm here to investigate the missing Cromer crabs. Yes, I'm looking for a team that sort of disappeared on social media, really. I couldn't find them on Facebook or anything, or not even their official website. But I'm here to investigate them, find out what's happened to them. Are they still a club now? And can I go see them at some point? But yeah, they originally were known as Cromer FC in 1898. They did pretty well, actually. They won the league once in 1903, and also came runners-up about 4 times. So they won the Norfolk Senior Cup about twice as well. But then in 1964 they were renamed Cromer Town, but then they suffered several relegations in the 1970s, about in the Anglian Combination League, and then in 1997 they became Cromer United after they merged with a team called Madra United, who were in Munsley, I guess. They were formerly known as Overstrand. So yeah, they basically took over Madra's place in the Premier Division Anglian Combination League, but then they were renamed Cromer Town again in 2003. But then recently they sort of disappeared. I have no idea what's happened to them. So, but let's go have a look around, shall we? So there's the town of Cromer. There's that lovely church there. I'll see if we go to that later. And then of course you've got the pier itself. Very windy today. We're on the coast. Don't look like there's many people on there. Here we are then, guys. Cromer Pier. Over there you can see on the end is the Pavilion Theatre. But yeah, let's go on there. This looks like a nice day. Here we go, guys. In we get. Yeah. Here we are, Cromer Pier. Yeah, there we are. So at the end, very end, there's lifeboat station right there, look. And also the Pavilion Theatre, which you can see in front. Just there, look. What a lovely day. So there's Cromer from the pier. And looking from the pier, and you see there's some cliffs over that side. It's a lovely place for a walk on the beach if you ever come here. Well, the most well-known thing about Cromer is its crabs. So just out here, out on the sea, just not far from the shore of Cromer, lives these guys. There's loads of them in a chalk reef just out there. Yeah, and obviously a lot of they've become a bit of a delicacy here in Cromer. Got some history on here. I didn't notice this before. Must be new installed. So I'm inside the lifeboat centre. You can see one of the lifeboats are here. The RNLB Leicester, ready for action. What do you think? Do I make a good lifeboatman? I'm all geared up. So out of all these lifeboatmen, this one here This one here is the most well known. Look how many ships, how many saved here, how many lives. Amazing. This man is a hero. Back on the coastline again. Look at the lovely buildings of Cromer, and there's the sea again. I've got another lifeboat station. Look. So Cromer seems to be famous for their lifeboats as well, especially with Henry Vlog, the most famous of them all here. And there's a museum in here, but unfortunately the museum is closed at the moment. Oh well, but there's a nice cafe you can still get to. We're now in the town centre and got St. Peter and St. Paul, I think, church. It's the tallest thing in Cromer. Look at this, we're in the inside now of St. Peter and St. Paul. It's a massive church, I have to say. Can't go up the tower, I'm afraid, because of the peregrines, but they got 3 chicks in it. Look at that. Got the organ there, lovely stained glass windows. See, there you go. And then round there too. And then there's the other side. What a massive church this is. Yeah. Not much else to do in there. Can't go up the tower, which is 50 meters high, by the way. Amazing. But let's head off, find that football ground, shall we? I'm on the way now to the ground, but I'm just passing this place. It's North Lodge Park, I believe. But it looks like there's a viewing platform to look at the sea. Let's have a look. Little bridge or something. Ah, there's a view. I have to say, the platform I'm on though is actually part of a park, a children's park, so I don't want to linger here. There's like slide connected here. But what a view though. There's one thing you'll see in Cromer a lot. These sort of flint-like buildings. Look at that, covered in them. All over the place around here. Here we are, Cabell Park. Home to Cromer Town FC. Around here, there it is, just there. So this team has baffled me because I wanted to go see them, but in 2023 they sort of withdrew from their league because of I think financial problems. I don't know. I think the chairman and the committee members sort of left the club, and I think a lot of players left as well. I have no idea, but yeah, they were getting really good as well in their league. I think they won the league recently, like a couple of years before they withdrew. Strange. I don't. They sort of went silent on their social media stuff, and even on their official website. So I had no idea if they are playing under a different name or what. Yeah. So this is the pitch then. Cabell Park. It's surrounded by hospitals, and I think it's the hospitals that's using these car parks here. So yeah, that's the reason there's a lot of cars around me, because the hospital pretty much using the car parks. Yeah, it looks like it's mown and ready for a game. What is the blue lines? I have no idea. So yeah, this is Cabell Park then. Cromer acquired it in 1922 thanks to someone called Mrs. Benjamin Bond Cabell, so it was named after her, I think, who donated this land in remembrance of Cromer residents who died in World War One. And in 2009 it was learnt that it wasn't gifted, it was leased. It was set to expire 21 years after the death of Queen Victoria's last great-grandchild, which is Olaf V of Norway. He died in 1991, which pretty much means that the lease expired in 2012. So I don't think that's the reason though. There's still play on here as far as I know. I don't know what league they're in though. So if anyone knows, let me know, because I would love to come and have a look. Maybe if you've got a pin badge, please. But yeah, anyway guys, that's it for this video. Noisy aeroplane above me. But click the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.